So there's a big controversy about Israel, Iran, USA. You know all about that. But what's interesting about this is that both the left and the right are divided somewhat. I think most people support the Israeli action, but most Americans don't want the USA to get directly involved militarily. But we have a crew in the liberal precincts and the conservative precincts that don't want any of this. And I'm going to run them down. I'm going to name the names and tell you what their position is, and then I'll tell you what mine is. And that should be an interesting few minutes here on YouTube Worldwide. So Rand Paul is the first guy. He's a Republican senator from Kentucky. He's basically a libertarian guy. He doesn't believe in foreign entanglements. You know, you make the argument, look, there has to be some kind of order in the world, and he just shrugs. And so it's not our job, as he used to say on Chico and the Man. Remember that show? Not my job, okay? That's what Paul believes. I think it's ridiculous myself because what happens overseas affects us. And if you're going to let Iran have a nuke, it's only a matter of time. All right, so he's one. Marjorie Taylor Greene, what can I say? Congressman from Georgia, far, far right. I don't really care what she thinks. I don't think she's a rational person. Elise Stefanik, New York. Now, here's an interesting. She just took Governor Hochul apart last week in Congress on the sanctuary city thing. I mean, Ms. Stefanik was just boom, boom, boom. She's somebody you don't discount. But her position, kind of back and forth about it. She's not militantly against Israel going after Iran, but she's cautious or something. It looks like she's straddling the fence here to me. Thomas Massie, another extremist from Kentucky. I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he should be in the House. That's just my opinion. Now, on the Democratic side, we had the usual Trump haters that if Trump supports the action, they're going to not support it. And as simple as that, no matter what it is. All right, first one is Jack Reed, a senator from Rhode Island. Chris Murphy, senator from Connecticut. Congresswoman Tlaib from Michigan. Omar from Minnesota. Senator Kaine from Virginia. Bernie Sanders. What are you going to say? Trump could call him up and say, I really like your mom. And they go, well, she's not that great. Now, do they have any, does the left, what are the objections? They all support diplomacy. It's obviously diplomacy hasn't worked. It's going back to Obama, this nuke stuff. It hasn't worked. Obama gave them a lot of money. Biden gave them tons of money, gave the Mullahs. Didn't work. They lied about their nuke program, according to the UN. Diplomacy didn't work. Hello? Oh, we need more diplomacy. Neville Chamberlain, everyone. 1938. Jeez. Overreach in military decisions. Omar hates Israel. I don't think Bernie likes Israel either, even though he's Jewish. I could be wrong on that. Tlaib hates Israel. All right, then in the media, we got four names. Tucker Carlson, Charlie Kirk, Glenn Greenwald, and Matt Taibbi. That's all social media stuff. So Carlson's the biggest name here. He's an isolationist. He doesn't want any USA being involved in any conflicts. He argues that the action with Israel serves elite interests. Okay? Kirk, a younger guy, is an isolationist. It's against America First principles. Kirk says that most MAGA people agree with him. That's not true. Okay, most MAGA people continue to support Trump on this. as long as Trump doesn't order U.S. military directly in. And Trump doesn't want to do that. I talked to him yesterday, so we're taping this on Monday, and I talked to him on Sunday about it. And he does not want that. Greenwald, non-intervention, Taibbi against intervention. Who knows? So my posture is this, look, you got to be cautious because of the weapons of mass destruction thing with Saddam Hussein, and the USA was wrong about that. I was wrong as a journalist. My analysis was that because Saddam wouldn't allow the UN weapons inspectors in and told his own generals, Saddam Hussein did, that he had weapons of mass destruction, bioweapons, that he did. That was my conclusion as a journalist looking at the data that was coming in. You remember Colin Powell, all of that stuff. But it was wrong. That Saddam Hussein didn't have them. And here's how crazy he was. He forfeited his life, his own life, by this ruse. All he had to do was let the UN weapons inspectors in, and they would have found nothing, and he wouldn't have been deposed. So with Iran, there's no doubt in my mind that Iran is enriching uranium and trying to get a nuke. No doubt. United Nations says it, Mossad, the Israeli, and they're very good, say it, CIA, NSA, everybody says it, and the mullahs themselves say it. They don't deny that they're enriching uranium. We're doing peaceful purposes. Yeah, when have you done anything for peaceful purposes? Never. You're the main source of terrorism in the world, funding and arming. Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, Al-Qaeda, whatever it may be, all from Tehran. So you're going to let them get a nuke? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, would I send U.S. troops in? No. I blow them from the air. Blow those mountains up because the nuke facilities are embedded in the mountains in northern Iran. But I do believe the intel, and I believe the United Nations inspectors. Okay, remember, they're the ones that are pushing this thing. They're going, look, Iran is doing this, and we can't do anything about it. But Israel and the USA can. We have to back Israel. If they need certain bombs, we give them the bombs. They need intel, we give them the intel. In my opinion, because I want to keep you safe. And me too. And we're not going to be safe if Iran has a nuclear device that they can break down in a variety of ways and use it. Why wouldn't they use it? They're going to deny they use it. They're going to give it to some terrorist group. And they'll blow the hell out of whoever they want. And they're like, oh, we didn't do it. Okay. How long are we going to do this for? So it's better for the world if the mullahs blow up. Now, on BillO'Reilly.com, I wrote a column. And I said it's over for the mullahs. They just don't know it yet. And it's true. You're going to see. It's not going to go away. All right, Netanyahu in Israel going, look, they have sworn, the mullahs have sworn to kill every Jew and to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. We believe them. So now we have started this, and it'll continue, I believe. I'd be surprised. Trump still wants to make a deal. Okay? But the deal has to be, you got to let UN in and look at this, and you got to get rid of it. Trump believes they're close to a nuclear weapon. That's what he told me. Okay? And that's all that matters. He believes it. He's the commander-in-chief. And he did not waver. He said, every report that I'm getting is that they're very close. When you're the president of the United States, that committed, who believes that, he's not going to change his belief. He'll try to get a deal, but he's not going to change his belief. You know the mullahs' days are numbered. So that's what I can bring to you today. Thank you very much for watching me, Bill O'Reilly. Hope you go to my website, BillO'Reilly.com. Excuse me. We got all kinds of unbelievable fact-based stuff there. And I would tell you this, one more thing. Those who dissent from my point of view, I'm not calling them names. Okay, they're absolutely entitled to dissent. Robust debate is good. See, a lot of these guys get into feuds, and I think Mark Levin is feuding with Carlson back and forth. Why? Levin believes one thing. I kind of favor his view. And Carlson believes another thing. But I certainly listen to him and his rationale. Why would you call them names? Why would you get mad at them? That's America. And that's what makes us a strong country. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.